We've got the Grayscale product lineup here, and that is going to be the day 6 giveaway. Actually, the Glove Box monthly subscription box featured Grayscale in their box for this month. It was a funny story. Fred from Glovebox actually reached out to me and said, hey, I'm sending this box to you because there's a new brand from California in the box. And I said, hey, is it Grayscale by chance? He said, yeah, how'd you know? I had already been talking to the guys from Grayscale to bring it into my store. Drago, what's up, bud? Hope you're doing well, man. So I brought them into the store. I have them on my site as well, but we're going to be giving away the glove box from this month. So you get 2 different microfiber towels. You get 4 different products from Grayscale. So number 1, you get O3, which is their pH neutral soap. Really great foaming soap. Has a nice peach scent to it, really nice. Next up, we have 06, which is their interior detailer. A cool thing about this product, and they actually offer this in 2 different variations. One comes completely undyed and unscented, which is really nice for new cars. My client that I have that I take care of every Friday, he doesn't want me to use anything on interiors. So a product like this that still leaves UV protection behind, but he has no idea it's there, is awesome. But this one, on the other hand, is their other variant, which has scent to it. What's up, everyone? How you doing? And this one, the scent is lavender and white tea. I heard from this from a buddy of mine that it comes into my store location all the time. He told me about this stuff, said it smells amazing. I thought to myself, lavender or white tea, it smells amazing, guys. So this is a great one. That'll come in the box as well, which will be part of the giveaway. Moving on from there, we have number 9, which is their glass cleaner with a protectant in there as well to help with hydrophobics and all that kind of good stuff. And then finally, number 10, which is their exterior quick detailer. Now this one doesn't have any protection in it. Pure, just quick detailer, works good as a drying aid as well. Really cool. They do have 10 Plus available, which is a ceramic infused graphene spray sealant, spray coating, which really is super nice and easy to apply as well. So that'll be cool. So that'll be the giveaway. It'll be these 4 products along with the other stuff that comes in the box. I think it's 2 microfibers, a little MTM keychain, and I think a discount on MTM or something like that. So cool box there, really good value. Because I think, if I remember well, I think each of these products is, I think it's 20, like 18 and 20, something like that. So it's just about $80 worth of just chemical in there for the lineup. So in order to win for today's, guys, go over to the video that I posted on this product, a Grayscale product, this morning. I'll link it on my Instagram. I don't want to confuse you, hang on. So go to the video that I did this morning, like, comment, and share on that video. Make sure you guys go watch that because it's a really cool lineup. A local guy to me, he's a detailer as well, created the brand. He actually does these custom bottles too. These aren't just off the shelf bottles. He actually gets these custom made. Really, really cool. That's your way to enter in for 1 chance to win. And then going back to another chance to win, you can also go over to my Instagram, watch, comment, and subscribe over there for another chance on this post talking about the glove box giveaway with Grayscale. And then for a 3rd chance, go to TikTok for a chance to win there. Again, I'll be announcing the winners after all 12 days. So it's right around, I think it might be on the 24th. Possibly. So anyways, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the comments now. I hope all of you are doing really well. Let's see here. Who won for 12/16? No winner yet. So again, day 1 through 5 today, or 5 or 6, whatever it is that we're on to today. Then winners will be announced after the whole 12 days, and I will be choosing the winners at that time. So you have a really, really good chance. You know, you can still go back to day 1 and you still have an opportunity to win there all the way up until the announcement. So that'll be good. What is up, everyone? Sniff test live? Sure, why not? They are sealed very, very well there. I don't know if I can. Yeah, it smells like, again, it smells like a perfume. I'm hesitant to say that because it's not overbearing at all. But it is kind of one of those things where you walk into a Macy's, into the perfume section, you get that, that kind of scent. Similar to that, but really subdued, not overbearing at all. Super, super nice. The pH neutral wash, again, is a peach scent. And it's like, you can barely even notice it there, but when you aerate it through a foam cannon, that's when you can start to smell it. So good deal. All right, let's go here. Stay wet. Cool. It says number 10 detailer, which is this guy here, just as good as Yum detailer. Is that a question or is that a statement? Are you mentioning that? I would say I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, but Yum's detailer also is something with no protection and works really great for all that stuff. So in that term, they're very similar for sure. Let's see here. Woot woot, let's go. Good to see you here again. Good to see you as well. Let's see here. Someone asked, when do I announce the winners? Again, it'll be after the full 12 days, and then I'll select the winners for each day all the way through. So I think it'll be Christmas Eve, probably, which might be tough because I have family coming over. But yeah, after the 12 days. Let's see here. Fred, great brand of products. Yeah, Fred, absolutely, man. You guys did a great job. I don't know, how'd you guys, I would love to know. So Fred is from Glovebox, and I would love to know how you came to know about Grayscale. All right, let's see here. Man, I've learned so much from you in just 2 weeks since I bought my Harbor Freight. Awesome, very cool, very, very cool. If you ever have any other questions, you know, I don't always get to the comments, but feel free to email me or whatever else, and I'll try and help out as much as I can. William, hope all is well with you as well. Rich Smith, interesting product, though I've never heard of them. Yeah, I hadn't either. I had seen like little clips here and there. Really what brought me onto this brand was a detailer that comes into my store to buy product and fill up water and all that kind of stuff. He was telling me about it, and he said, hey man, you should really check it out. They're doing some pretty cool stuff. Again, like, I really, really like the attention to detail even in the bottle, right? It's super nice. The logos are super nice. The labeling is really nice. Has the pH scale listed on the side back here. Yeah, just really cool stuff. Let's see here. Cool Bones, if you watch his live podcast, he tells you, I'm not sure if that's to me. Minnesota checking in. DIY with Ken, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you again. Let's see here. 1 gallon of 10 quick detailers, $50. Glovebox is fire. Sure is, huh, Drago? Yeah, they're good. They're great people over there. The whole team. I think I got the best relationship with Fred. Fred's awesome. Great dude. But everyone else over there is really cool as well. Let's see here. Thank you very much. Yesterday I served my right-wing neighbor's ice cream I made from a Mexican. Whoa, okay. I don't know what is that. Let's see here. Someone said, watched your video earlier today from those products. Looks great. Thank you. Cool. Hey, Josh, I grew up surfing Stone Steps, loving the giveaways. Very cool. I'm thinking about, I made a mistake. Yesterday I mentioned I'm going to actually go surf with my longtime friend on Friday morning. That changed. I remember my daughter has a performance at her school Friday morning, so I can't go to that, but we'll go to Sand Hill Campground area. So kind of close to Stone Steps, but yeah, North County kind of area. So Guardian Auto Detail, what's up, man? How are you? Grayscale has some really nice bottles. Looking forward to trying the soap. Yeah, and again, they have 2 different types of soap. They have their pH neutral, and then they have their acidic, which is 0.0. And I believe it's a 3.5 on the pH scale, I believe. Love the bottle shape. Yep, same here. It was really cool. So I stocked them into my store today, and it was really cool because the different, shape of bottle, they really stand out on the shelves. It creates a really cool, I like it. It's a good differentiator. Let's see here. Like to see the SDS sheets on these new products. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I would assume he probably has them on his website. Great that's not too smelly. Yeah, they're really not. Everything's pretty subdued. If you look at the whole lineup, not much dye throughout it. The lavender and white tea is the only one, and you can tell it's still, it's not overly bright or anything like that. Again, another reason it looks cool on the shelf. What's up, everyone? Happy holidays to you as well. So someone asked, can I recommend any air fresheners that actually last? But PNS Mango doesn't last at all. Thank you for your help. I go with the BioBombs, and even those, even talking with the guys from BioBombs, different scents have different, I don't want to say oil. I don't know if it's oil, but I would assume it is that it absorbs into the block, and some last longer than others. But I would check those out. I love those. Let's see. I know you're about to talk about Adams the last couple days, but didn't know if you knew more about their Pro line or going to test them out. Yeah. So it's funny enough. I was on Instagram last night. I did see their Pro line at SEMA, but last night I was on Instagram, came across a post about their Pro line, thought to myself about the people asking about Adams in these lives, and was like, "Oh crap, are they talking about the Pro line?" So yeah, I definitely will be getting it and doing a test with it. Let's see here. Can't wait to get, thank you very much. Can't wait to get the Quiver products. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Someone said, Home Expert Auto Detailing, new products from today's video look good, but so much out there right now, I still have to test. Yeah, for sure. I get it, guys. It's a very, very, very saturated market nowadays, which, in my opinion, as long as people are doing things differently, is a good thing. And I think that the real winners kind of rise above on their own. So obviously there are tons of different things. This one, again, I think he's doing he's a detailer as well. I actually met him in person today. I went and picked up my order from him that I have in the store now. Super nice guy, doing some cool stuff. So, but I get it. There's a lot out there. I totally agree. How do these products compare to Meguiar's, Adams, CarPro, etc.? Each one of those, I mean, CarPro is very, 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 very well known for being very, very, very good products. Like, Pearl, Reset, like there's tons of products from them that are just staples. With that said, like in my personal opinion, Dark Side isn't my favorite. That other tire dressing, I would much rather go with Pearl over that. Meguiar's is like, for the masses, it works really, really well in most cases. I kind of feel like this fits in between all of those. So Meguiar's and Adams are pretty similar in my opinion. This one would fit a little bit more premium, not quite to CarPro, but right in that mixture. This lineup currently in its current state is more like, it's incredible for maintenance, keeping your vehicle up. The interior detailer, like I said, it is great for that. It gives you UV protection. Is it a massive cleaner? No, if the car is trashed, I wouldn't go to that. But for maintaining your vehicle, it's great. Would you recommend a blower or drying towel for an uncoated car? Both. Regardless if the car is coated or not, I start with a towel dry, followed up with air to blow out all the spots where I'm gonna get drips, get those all cleared out, and dry that up again with a towel. And again, that's with or without a coating on the car. But for sure, for an uncoated car, a towel will make more sense, I think, because trying to move the water off, depending on what's on there. Honestly, sorry, I'm kind of rambling on this one, but as long as the car still has protection, even if it's not a full-blown ceramic coating, sometimes the water's still gonna evacuate very, very quickly with the blower. So, Guardian, Blyle Bombs for the Win, totally agree. I just got an order of their new products in, and I got the Woods scent, which is a namesake to Christian, the owner. Smells incredible. Let's see here. Colin just did a wash with Quiver Indo 30 minutes ago. Definitely going to pick up a gallon of Indo and pineapple in the future. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it. That means you liked it, right? But yeah, I actually just delivered some up to my dad, again, where he's the one that was born in Indonesia, where that's what name comes from. Yeah, so he's excited to use that. Thanks for showing me how to properly wash cars. I'm 68, been doing it wrong for a long time. Yeah, absolutely. There are definitely proper ways to do it for sure. But I think it's one of those things too, if you're having a good time doing it, as long as you're not introducing damage to the car, it's all good. Ooh. Ice Storm coming to Minnesota. When's the new Quiver gun going to be for sale? Ice Storm, that's rough. That sounds really rough. When's the new Quiver gun? The documents were sent over to the factory last night. So we finally got the email out at the end of the day. So we're waiting to hear back. Again, now their engineers will look at the design, confirm everything. We'll do a couple of back and forths, and then we can get into tooling. Let's see here. Not sure if you already talked about it, but I love the Quiver stuff and live close enough to go to the store. Awesome. Very cool. 619 I see in the name there, so that makes sense that you're close enough. Very cool. Lonely's cool, but Thor has taken all my money. I think you commented that on the video too. Well, enter in to win this. Go make sure you comment on the video that I did this morning, and you have an opportunity to win this stuff. So I'm in the process of starting a mobile car wash. Almost have everything, but I hope it's a successful for me as I'm interested in products to use. Yeah, definitely. There's so many good products out there now for you to use. Like really, someone mentioned earlier that, you know, in the car care lineup, there's so much stuff out there, and it is true. But yeah, it just depends on exactly what you're looking for which kind of products. Mac Bergson, oh, I do love dark side of my wife's black Hyundai Santa Fe. Interesting, cool, good deal. Do you like that over pearl? Or is it just that you've gone to dark side on that for that one, or what? But yeah, it's not a bad product. I personally like pearl more than dark side. Would you recommend a blower or drying towel? We already talked about that. I like your Abyss for tires. Me too. Thank you very much. Satin black is amazing on that car. Gotcha. Okay, so it's a good look for it. Can you put hot coat on a fresh new paint? Yeah, so fresh paint, typically, I'd give it a little, yeah, you should be fine. Basically, you want the new paint job to be able to gas out, but it's not like a full-blown heavy solvent-based ceramic coating, so you should be fine with that. What's your favorite Grayscale product? I think, I would say this guy here, the interior detail and both versions. Again, if I want a little bit of scent, this is incredible. But for my customer, like my customer on the every Friday, he wants nothing in there. So being able to have that option with no scent is a great way to go. Let's see here. In your opinion, what's your favorite pre-wash spray, citrus spray, or pre-foam snow foam, or both? Let's see here. I would go, my pineapple works very, very good for that. Let's see here. Yum's citrus is amazing. And then for a pre-wash, I really like Chemex Stars and Stripes, where you get both the acidic and alkaline soaps in there to be able to get everything cleaned up. Searching for a good pressure washer, what do you recommend? The good thing nowadays, there are a lot of options. Obviously, I have mine that I'm working on that'll be coming out. Depending on your budget, if you're on a budget, I would look at either, if it's for car detailing, I would look at the Ryobi High Flow 1.8 GPM unit or the Greenworks. The Greenworks actually got a little bit more performance in my tests, but both are great options. If you have a little bit more money, the Active is great. If you have a little more than that, go with the Max Flow, as long as you don't mind that it doesn't have a normal total stop system where you let go and it turns off quiet. It takes a little bit to ramp down. So great options there. And then if you have $1,000 to spend, the AR630 is incredible. Let me know what you start selling. All right, guys. All right, guys, and phenomenal, right? Let's see here. Yeah, the pressure washer is coming along really good. I'm gonna hold this up here, guys. So unfortunately, at SEMA, I had the skin design here, right? I had this on display. If you look at it, there's like streaks of gunk all over it. When I flew back and I had it in my suitcase, something got in the suitcase and got all over it. And I can't clean it up more than that, which is unfortunate, but it also does make a good story for the whole process of the build. So I'm okay with that. Let's see here. What's your favorite? Okay, got that. Which one of your hoses would pair best with the MaxFlow Pro 25? Either one. Either the Flex Braid, which is here, or the Quiver Flex, which is the fiber braided steel, not steel, fiber braided construction. But yeah, both of those will work great for it. We can never get enough chemicals. Another day, another great giveaway. Thank you very much. Yes, that means I like it. Good. Let's see here. Guardian, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a super fun interview on Curmudgeons. That was a lot of fun. Whoa, someone Chingy Blingy states, new Greenworks 1.8 is on sale at Lowe's right now for $159. Great deal. I think I picked it up it was a Black Friday sale, and it showed that it was just for that, you know, it was ending, but I got it for around that price. Otherwise, it's normally $220 or something like that, $230. So $159, guys, that's a great deal. That's a great option. Good evening. Chelsea Bailey, hey Josh, you have gorgeous hair. Why do you always wear ball caps? Again, it's very thick, So it's easier for me to just throw on a hat in the morning, and I've always done it my entire life. What product or equipment are you most excited to release in 2026? 1000% the pressure washer. I'm so excited for that. If you're talking about my stuff, actually, even throughout the entire industry, that obviously I'm so involved with that thing. I'm so excited for that to come out. It's like consuming every day. So I'm excited in the sense that I think it's going to be amazing, and I'm excited in the sense for it to be over as well. Should do a top 5 list. In terms of pressure washers or chemicals or all of the above. Dagnit Rodriguez, thank you very much, man. Same to you, appreciate it. How do you get over wax off Hellcat carbon fiber strips? Usually I just go in with the microfiber. I'm assuming it came up on, as you probably had a little bit too much product, came across the stripe and it caught up on the edge. Yeah, just go in carefully and just remove it with a microfiber is what I typically do. You can add some stuff to add some lubrication to that, like a quick detailer. But that should do it. You can also try, let me see what else I've done in the past. I mean, you can use, yeah, that's the safest way to go. That's where I would go. Windows in the sun, is it possible to clean when they're hot in direct sunlight? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's a pain for sure. I do it all the time though, because as a mobile detailer, and again, hot sun is dependent on where you are. I'm in San Diego during the summer. We get some hot days, but it's not Arizona hot. You know, it's not middle of Texas hot. So that kind of depends. But yeah, what I do is I take a wet microfiber towel. When it's really hot out, I'll do a full wipe, right? Get it prepped up. And then I'll take a dry microfiber towel and my wet microfiber towel, and I will go like this across and follow it immediately. So it doesn't have any time to, like as soon as you're wiping it, it's flashing out and it's perfect. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but definitely possible. Yes, I do like it over on that car. Gotcha, perfect. I have Abyss on order for my car. Very nice, thank you very much, appreciate it. I'd love to hear your opinion on that once you get that one to test out as well. Very nice. Your review of the Ryobi pressure washer made me purchase one this summer, and now I just purchased 2 more for my sons for Christmas. Appreciate what you do. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a fantastic unit. They really came out strong, giving you, again, I still upgrade the hose on that, but the fact that they give you a 40-foot hose so you can get around the car, and the fact that they give you the stubby nozzle and the performance, it's really, really great. Let's see here. What do you recommend for a ceramic coating, a vehicle that had a ceramic coating about 1.5 years ago that may or may not be failing, has water spots? Start with, depending on how bad those water spots are, because ceramic coatings are prone to water spot at times. Start with an acidic wash. So something like this Grayscale company, they have one called 00. That's their acidic wash. Kokemi's, is it CES, ceramic defect? I can't remember which one it is. They have a low pH. Which one is it? If I see it, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I would go with something like that first. See if it starts to release that stuff. And it could be a case that those water spots and other contamination are sitting on that coating and clogging it. So if you can get that released, then you should be good to go. But otherwise, you know, I would polish it out and reapply. Merry Christmas to you as well. How long after repaint before you ceramic? Ask the body shop. Typically, I would say, like, to be perfectly safe, 3 to 6 months to be like completely safe. But some body shops will bake it and actually let it cure properly in their bays, and then you can go way sooner. So it just depends on, you know, talk to them, let them ask the painter what he recommends. Love the Quiver hardware products. Need to try some chemicals. Yeah, definitely check them out. Let me know what you think. I love feedback. I designed the whole lineup for my personal needs here in San Diego, but again, as a mobile detailer, I need stuff to work in kind of all sorts of conditions because I'm not always working in the best conditions, and I think the product lineup should work very, very well for you. Let's see here. Yeah, Jack, 6 behind. Off gassing of solvents usually takes 30 to 60 days. Depends on weather. That's for the paint before applying. coating. So 30 to 60 days, like I said. But again, talk to your painter as well. Just got the Craftsman 1700 for 80 bucks. Great deal. Your pick on the best wheel cleaner spray on rinse off. My quiver brake is what I designed that for. Now again, that's for like a regular silver alloy wheel. If you get into like aftermarket wheels and stuff, really, really high alkalines like that can potentially cause harm. So do a little test spot before you go crazy. But that, let's see here. What else we got? Malco Fast Shot is a great one. Yeah, we'll stick with those two. Would love to see your comparison, your pressure washer and the Mikillans when they also get released. I'm so excited for the Mikillans. I know the owner. He's incredible, super nice guy, really, really involved in the design. He's awesome. Some key differences though, his unit, I believe, is a universal motor versus mine is gonna be an induction motor. So we'll see where it all lands from that. I'll definitely cover his as well. I won't do a side-by-side. Again, I don't like to promote my own products by doing a side-by-side with somebody else's. But I'll definitely review his, I'll review mine, then you can kind of refer back and forth. But I'm very excited for that unit. I don't know where he's gonna land on price yet, but the design and everything, again, he's amazing at that. It looks really good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Below secrets. Yeah, so okay. I was looking at your SDS sheets on your soaps and noticed that it says trade secret. That much of a secret if you can't tell us what's in your soaps. Is that what you mean? Yeah, honestly, I work with the chemists on these things. So like we go back and forth on things all the way through the entire process to get the best result of exactly what I'm looking for. Again, when I talk about it all the time, when I did Rogue, ideally, like my cost to create that is really, really high, like higher than some soaps retail for. And that's how it happened. I just went back and forth with the chemist, not asking specifically about the ingredients. I just said, hey, this is what I want it to do. This is how I want it to work. This is what, and then we come back and forth. And then once I figured out, okay, this is exactly what I wanted, then we go through the ingredients list, and that's when I find out exactly how much it's gonna cost me and stuff too. So that was one of those ones where I was like, this is way higher than I thought I would want it to be, but the soap's so good that I'm not gonna step back from that now. So, but yeah, it's we don't want, it's one of those things, like if you list too much, I don't know how to word this. You don't want to make it easily replicated, right? So let's see here, out the trunk. What's up, buddy? How are you? Which do you prefer? Someone said, which do you prefer, Greenworks Automotive or the Ryobi? Either one. I'm very happy with both of them. I would say the Greenworks comes with a more substantial foam cannon, which I like. The hose on both of them, neither of them were great. The Greenworks did get a little bit more performance. The Ryobi is nice and compact, and we all know and love Ryobi already. So I'd be happy with either. If I was just to go out and buy one and they were the exact same price, man, I don't know. I'm 50-50, totally 50-50 on it. What do you recommend for interior protection? There's lots of things out there. Gosh, and I don't know, do you mean just like easy, quick stuff? Because there's things like this one that have UV protection in it. Are you looking for more coating style or what? So that's my question. Let's see here. I'm excited for your pressure washer. As a disabled veteran, I struggle holding triggers all day. Excited for the ways the new feature. Been using the Harbor Freight and looking for an upgrade. Awesome. And also thank you for your service. Are your hoses coming in? Are all of your hoses coming in a large diameter? I use Uberflex with my MaxFlow. Yeah, so my QuiverFlex hose will be coming in a 5/16 diameter in a teal colorway, and that should be. I did get a call from ProPulse today. They're the ones that handle the manufacturing for me on that, and that will be. They got the components finally today. So unfortunately and fortunately, next week is the week of Christmas. So I don't know if they'll get shipped out before then or right after then, but they're finally, all the components have arrived. So we're in the process of getting them out. Can't wait for the pressure washer. Same here. Chingy, Josh, your branding is some of the best out there. Is that all you or his wife helping you out? Thank you very much. That's incredible. Thank you very much. No, we have a designer involved. That, like with the logo and all that kind of stuff. Outside of that, a lot of it is me as well. But I got, like, the designer, it's one of those things. I'm at capacity with things that I can do, so I rely heavily on the designer, and he comes back with insane things. We'll make little tweaks here and there, but we have final say on that. My wife and I always bounce ideas off of her, but yeah, a lot of it is the designer. He's incredible. Quiver retractable reel to match the pressure washer. That's for, I do plan on doing a hose reel, and it for sure retractable is the way I want to go. What color Highland cow are you getting? I think I'm gonna I think I've decided I'm gonna get my wife, because she has a Ram Rebel she loves. I'm going to get her a leveling kit for the truck to lift it, you know, because it kind of sits a little bit, you know, heavy in the back or up in the back, so I want to level that out for her, and hopefully she's not watching this, but that, and then possibly then we could fit 35s on it, no problem, so we may do that. Wow, Mango, your rinseless is one of the best I've tried. Super slick and washing. It had no issues, direct sun or hot panels. Awesome. So happy to hear that. Thank you very much. That's incredible. Incredible. That is exactly what I was going for. I wanted that super slick, and then again, working in you know, not the most ideal conditions. So I'm glad it worked out for you as well. What soap do you recommend for ceramic coated cars? Anything pH neutral is typically where I go. Again, if the coating is clogged, you can go lower and higher pH to try and unclog it, but for regular maintenance, just a pH neutral soap. Should I spray my citrus pre-wash and layer it with a layer of snow foam and rinse, contact, or should I just spray the citrus pre-wash and then rinse and contact wash? I do it both ways, depending on the severity, honestly. So as long as you're using, typically for me, I'll go a pH neutral soap for those situations, so I'm not adding any pH on top of pH. Obviously, just trying to control that as much as possible. But yeah, I have no problem citrus, letting that dwell a little bit, foaming, and then rinsing, and then going in for a contact wash. Are you going to sell or send your pressure washer to Matt from Obsessed Garage to test out to get his thoughts? I'm happy to. I don't know. He hasn't been reviewing a lot of pressure washers lately. And it's more like if he shows a desire to, I'm happy to do that for sure. Obviously, he's very, very knowledgeable in that space as well. So, I'm a glossy tires fan. Can Abyss make tires look glossy? Yeah, you just have to stack it. So you would apply it and then apply again. Each layer will increase the gloss. All right, we're at 33 minutes, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up here pretty quickly. So I'll try and see videos or people to follow of someone who's professional ceramic coated car and learning how to take care of it. Basics, like what do I not use? Learning lots from you. Need some basics. I will. So I have a car outside. Actually, we're going to be coating, and then they are a maintenance client as well. I take care of the car weekly, so I'll do some stuff there for that. Main use for compact Ryobi sprayer. Rinseless is fantastic with that. Interior cleaners, all that kind of good stuff. I don't use anything too high or too low in the pH range because I don't want to break down the seals, but it's great. Is there a difference between an acid wash and a low pH wash, or just different terms for the same thing? I was crappy at science. Me too for sure. My opinion, I think when people typically refer to an acid wash, they are speaking low pH. So low on the pH scale is acidic. All right, I'm gonna scroll. Wow, I was way back. Okay, two more questions. Someone says alcohol or turtle wax adhesive remover. Depending on what you're using it on, if you are just trying to remove adhesive, I would go with an adhesive remover, something solvent-based. Solvent-based? Yeah, solvent-based. Cochemi has a great lineup. Goof Off works great. There's tons of good ones, but I would use that. And then the last one is, what are the specs going to be on your pressure washer, GPM pressure, standalone unit, or will it come with accessories? The plan is to sell it standalone so that if you already have accessories, you're not forced to buy some accessories that you may not want to use. And then the last, it's at 1,000 PSI, 2.1 gallons per minute, under 15 amps. All right, guys, final thing just about the giveaway. These 4 products coming in this month's glove box. We're giving away the whole glove box. And that includes these 4 products, some microfiber towels, and some little cool accessories like a MTM keychain and stuff. That is it though, guys. Again, I'll make the post on my Instagram and TikTok right now for extra chances to win. Go follow there and share those. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow for another giveaway.